We start with the investigation into the Omaha Housing Authority and the new deadline to fix issues at apartments it manages. Thanks for joining us. I'm Quinicia Fraser.
I'm Bill Shammer. KETV Investigates broke the story revealing unsanitary living conditions at Underwood Tower. In a new letter, Senator Megan Hunt calls for OHA to confirm with City Council President Pete Festerson that city code violations due to be completed by February 24th are resolved.
KETV Newswatch 7's Kaylee Searcy investigates.
In the last 2 weeks, Nebraska State Senator Megan Hunt's concerns have only grown, hearing what she calls heartbreaking stories from families and tenants living at one of the 28 properties owned and managed by OHA.
Pest infestations, when there's black mold being spread.
Something that residents living in Underwood Tower have grappled with for years.
The Omaha Housing Authority can absolutely fix without any kind of law being passed, without any kind of resolution or any kind of legal action being taken by the City Council or the legislature, anybody, or the mayor.
Since her letter on February 7th, Hunt has been in touch with OHA CEO Joni Poor, asking for a breakdown of funds. What is the plan to get rid of pests? How OHA responds to work orders? And to start working with Omaha-based agencies like City Council.
OHA is a separate entity from the city and separate from the state, but the city does have some interaction with it in terms of code compliance.
Senator Hunt sent a follow-up letter saying, quote, that I frankly find horrifying and believe any of us would be outraged about if it were our loved one's home. Tenants sharing they feel silenced, ignored, and pushed aside.
It's affecting my constituents specifically. It's affecting people in my neighborhoods.
In responding to Senator Hunt's letter, OHA made suggestions that tenants' living habits contribute to the infestation at Underwood Tower, but the majority of them are either elderly or disabled.
I don't dispute that. I'm sure that that's right. But that doesn't excuse that they should be living in housing that's infested, that has black mold, that has cockroaches and bed bugs.
The Fair Housing Center of Nebraska and Iowa says their office has received complaints from tenants living in OHA properties, concerns spanning several years, with the most coming from living conditions in the towers like Underwood. In investigating housing discrimination, the Fair Housing Center says their concern is the residents with disabilities or the elderly who can't physically help with pest control as required by OHA, meaning the infestation continues to grow and critical services they need are being stopped. In a statement, a spokesperson says social service agencies are often unable to send out chore providers into a building with an active bed bug infestation. This exacerbates the already difficult circumstances faced by these vulnerable individuals.
There's a lot of unfair expectations and requirements for treating these problems being placed on tenants, and these are tenants who are elderly.
Hunt says she's also looking into the lack of hot water, tenants with no heat, too much heat, or elevators that have failed inspection since 2019. She says despite who governs OHA, this is a city issue, especially considering how many tenants have spent years waiting for help. So she's leaning on City Council President Pete Festerson and Mayor Gene Stothert to protect these residents.
Clear message we delivered to them. And it has to happen not just at Underwood Tower, but all of our Omaha Housing Authority facilities across the city.
Giving Omaha Housing Authority until Saturday to get in compliance with the city on outstanding work orders.
I want to see it for myself. I do represent the Underwood Tower area. I feel responsible for my constituents there.
And if these problems aren't fixed, Hunt says her office stands ready to take action on the state level, ensuring these matters don't happen again. Kaylee Searcy, KETV, Newswatch 7.
Despite multiple attempts to get a response from Omaha Housing Authority, we have yet to hear back at the time of this report. And as